they don't really try and push the ball downfield much at all. And to answer your question about can they come back, I think they can, because the offense has been what they've been for the last couple of years, and they haven't been completely inept. I mean, you don't win a Super Bowl and go to 2 being inept.
How about this? What was your initial takeaway from the game? If you were to come away again, now it's 8 quarters, and I keep underscoring it's 2 games. It's September. No doubt you don't want to be 0-2. You want to be 2-0. No question about it. But with the expectations that all of you have set, how do you feel coming out of these 8 quarters?
I feel better about the defense than I thought I would through 2 games. And I'm sorry, but I'm not going to buy John McMullen telling me, hey, it's the Kansas City Chiefs. The defense doesn't deserve credit for that. I don't really give a rat's ass. That's Patrick Mahomes over there and Andy Reid, two guys who are headed right to Canton and the Hall of Fame. So I think the defense is much ahead of where we expected them to be. Dare I say, is the no-holes defense making a return. Too early to say that yet, but I think a strong showing, only 37 points given up through 2 games for the defense. That was my first takeaway. The second takeaway is the offense is what they are, and I don't know if we should ever expect.
What's that?
Not pretty. Not pretty. It's not. I mean, you turn on other games in the NFL in the modern game, and you see crazy passing numbers, and you see Malik Neighbors diving into the end zone and making play. You see Justin Jefferson, who didn't do shit last night because of his quarterback. But, that's just not the Birds. It's just, I don't think it's ever going to be the Birds. I think we are looking the one thing that concerns me about it is, as good as Barkley's been for this team, has it made the passing even worse? Like, you remember that A.J. Brown did have 1,500 yards 2 straight seasons to start in Philly.
Right.
Like, dude, it was not the best passing game in the world, but I think Jalen Hurts threw for 3,800 yards. His own.
When you're 39.
Yeah, 3,900 yards. Like, it almost feels like they're so reliant on Saquon and Jalen's legs that they have put in no time, no effort, no dedication to trying improving the passing game. They're 2-0. I mean, it's better than the alternative, but that's my takeaway. The defense is better along than we're thinking. And the offense, I mean, cross it off the list, Walter. I told you the offense was going to have to carry the weight for the defense this year. I don't know if that's looking like it's going to happen. Now, it is too early. I will learn from last year, Sills. After week 4 last year, I was not a happy camper on these shows, if you remember. I'm going to learn. I think we got some time, but the offense is going to be what they're going to be, man. And my next thing would be that people don't put enough credence to the human aspect of the offense. Like A.J. Brown, I know people are like, oh, he doesn't care as long as they wins. Guys, he's got 35 yards through 2 weeks. Like, dude, he's not happy. I mean, you heard him say in the press conference, somebody asked him, they're going to talk about it in Philly. And normally, AJ makes a small comment about how the Philly goes, or the media in Philly goes crazy. This time he said, yeah, it makes sense why they would ask that question. So he knows too. I mean, he as a football player, as a talented football player, he understands the potential problems that could come when you can't move the ball like this. So Birds have a lot of stuff to clean up, but they're 2-0 in the early season, and that's the good takeaway.
How about this? Do you think that team has comeback capabilities down 10 points with you being on the road and you had to rely on a passing game to get you back in a football game? On what you've seen so far with Kevin Patullo, I tell you what, their passing game has been non-effective. And if you want to go back, seriously, the last 2 games that they played last year, no doubt, there were like 4 games in the last 22 ball games that you could circle that were really good football games that Jalen played. You're going to get spotty play out of the quarterback when it comes to passing. You're not going to get consistent play. You're just not. And to me, that was all dictated on the fear of Barkley being the more efficient guy. A year ago, he averaged 6 yards a carry. This year, he's averaging 3.7. So your yards per carry are down. Your yards period are down. And if you take the rushing yardage away that Hurts had in the first 2 games, bro, you're averaging 98 yards rushing in 2 ball games. And you're averaging less than 100 yards passing almost. I mean, help me out here. What's the holdup here? Is it Patullo? Is it
Well,
Hurts? Is it all of that? You tell me. Why are they struggling? Now, is it no training camp, really? Because they didn't work together? Is it no?
I mean, that's a part of it. There's no doubt that's a part of it. The other part of it is I think they're so committed, to their style of the game where they don't like to turn the ball over. They're far more interested in situational offense in terms of, if they need a big play on offense, they look for it in different situations. It doesn't seem to be their bread and butter. Like they don't really try and push the ball downfield much at all. And to answer your question about can they come back, I think they can because the offense has been what they've been for the last couple of years, and they haven't been completely inept. I mean, you don't win a Super Bowl and go to 2 being inept, but it could certainly be better. They're not the most positioned to do it. And part of the reason they never had to do it was because of how good the defense is, only giving up 17 points a game last year. So the defense is off to a good start, but I think you have early season growing pains, which every team experiences.
That group of men has early season growing.
Dude, AJ, you just said it all off season. AJ Brown doesn't practice. Devontae Smith didn't practice.
Agreed.
I mean, I know they're great players, but you go away from somebody for 6 months, man. It's going to take a second to get back on the same page. Couple that in with, let's be real, I'm not out on Patullo yet, but it's his first time calling plays. I don't really give a shit if you were in the room for 4 years. When you hold that clipboard, that's a different experience as a coach than not holding that clipboard. You can be on the headset. You can listen to Kellen and Shane and Nick and Brian and everybody else do it. When you hold that clipboard, that comes with a different set of expectations, a different feeling and a different approach to the game. So I think it's Patullo. I think it's the early season. And I think it's Jalen Hurts too. I mean, I think it's just partly Jalen Hurts. His skill set's he's not a pass happy guy. He's a great athlete. He runs the ball extremely well. He's
great decision maker.
He's very effective when he chooses to run the football. And that's kind of what you get out of him. You don't really get the high powered passing, so it just is what it is.
What do you make of 14 targets and 80 yards between Devontae and AJ?